Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. My dear students, in this fifth lecture, we will discuss the fifth type of equations which can be reduced to quadratic equations. The general form of this type is this one, where a plus b must be equal to c plus d. So, in a question where, for example, the sum of these two constants is not equal to sum of these two constants. In that case, you have to arrange the factors to satisfy this condition. So x plus 1, x minus 5, x plus 3, x minus 7. Now this is arranged. Now you can see that the sum of 1 plus minus 5 is equal to minus 4, and the sum of 3 and minus 7 is also equal to minus 4. So we can start the question. You will multiply these two brackets, and after multiplying these two brackets, you will see that you will get x square minus 4x minus 5, and in this case you will get x square minus 4x minus 21, and this is equal to 192. Now you will see that x square minus 4x, x square minus 4x, so you should suppose here let x square minus 4x is equal to y. So this will become y minus 5, y minus 21, this is 192, and after simplification you will get a quadratic equation just like this one. After simplification, multiplying these two brackets and then bringing this 192 towards left, you will get this. This is the simplified form of this equation. Now you can factorize this quadratic equation, and after factorization you will get the two values of y. One value will be after factorization. You will get y is equal to minus 3, and here you will get y is equal to 29. Now you have to put the value of y that is already supposed here, that is x square minus 4x is equal to minus 3, x square minus 4x plus 3. Similarly here you have to put the value of y, that is x square minus 4x is equal to 29, and after simplification this is 4x minus 29 is equal to 0. This is also equal to 0. My dear students, now you have to factorize this equation and this equation. You will see that after simplification this equation will give two values of x. One will be x is equal to 1, other will be x is equal to 3. Whereas in this case you have to use the quadratic formula, and after using the quadratic formula you will get again the two values of x. One is 2 plus minus under root 33. So solution set is 1, 3, 2 plus minus under root 33. This is the solution set of this question. Again, I must repeat this question. This is the question. You have to arrange the factors and after arranging factors you will get this form. And now you have to suppose x square minus 4x is equal to y, and now when you will put the value of y here, you will get this, and after multiplying and simplification you will get this quadratic equation. It will give us, after factorization, two values of y, this one and 29. Now you have to put the value of y, that is x square minus 4x is equal to minus 3, and after factorization you will get two values of x, 1, 3, and after using quadratic formula here you will get the value of x, this one. So solution set is this. This is the fifth type of equation which can be reduced to quadratic equation. Now we are going towards radical equations. In radical equations, according to definition, in radical equation the expression is under the radical sign. In radical equation, an equation involving expression under the radical sign is called a radical equation. And in radical equation you will see that there are again three types of radical equations which we will discuss here. First type is this one which I am writing here. First type is this one, in which there is ax plus b and that is equal to cx plus d. The second type is x plus a plus x plus b is equal to under root x plus c. This is the second type. And in third type you will see that there is square root sign. For example, this is x square plus px plus m, then plus square root x square px plus n, and that's equal to q. These are three types of radical equations we will discuss here. For example, in first type is related with a question, that is from exercise 1.4. My dear students, now I am taking this question 4 from exercise 1.4. This question 4 is related with first type, and how you will solve this. The important point in such questions is that 3x plus 100 is equal to 4 plus x. You have to square the both sides. Important point, square both sides, and after squaring you will see that this is 3x plus 100 is equal to, this is x square 8x plus 16, and after simplification you will get again a quadratic equation, that is 5x minus 84 is equal to 0. Now you will solve this quadratic equation and you will get two values. One value is x is equal to minus 12, the other value is 7. My dear students, now I am going to introduce extraneous roots here, because in this case there are two roots. One root is x is equal to 7, other is x is equal to minus 12. If you will check these roots while putting these values in the original equation, you will see that x is equal to 7 will satisfy this equation, whereas this will not satisfy this equation. It means this root will not be included in the solution set, whereas 7 will be included in solution set. This is not included in the solution set because this is extraneous root. Yes, extraneous root is a root which does not satisfy the equation. Okay, so we will neglect this and we will not include this in the solution set. The other type which we have discussed here is, again, there is a question from your book in which this is question 8, and in equation 8 you will face 4a plus x minus under root a minus x is equal to under root a. That when you again you have to scale the both sides, and after scaling the both sides you will get a form just like this 4a. This is after simplification, and again in this case you have to scale the both sides. Scaling both sides, after scaling both sides you will get another equation, which is other equation, that is in this question 8 two times you have to scale the both sides. First time here, and then second time you have to scale the both sides here. Now after scaling this and simplification you will get an equation of this type, So after taking common, again you will get this x is equal to 0. This is one value, other value is x is equal to minus 3a. Again students, you will see that the solution set is 0. Why this is not included in the solution set? The reason is that this is again extraneous root. This is extraneous root and this will not satisfy the original equation, so we will not include this answer, this value in solution set. And about third type, there is another question in your book which is related with this type, and that is an example, solved example at page 14. I am writing here this example. This is example 3, x square minus 3x plus 36 minus x square minus 3x plus 9 is equal to 3. My dear students, again you have to use the same method. You have to scale the both sides, and after scaling both sides you will get an equation, that is x square y square my dear students, one point which is very important to mention here, that is, and this is same, x square minus 3x. So you should put x square minus 3x is equal to y for simplification. So you will get y plus 36 minus y plus 9, this is equal to 0. So then you will scale the both sides, and after scaling both sides you will see that the answer of this step is 45y, and this is 324 and is equal to y plus 18. My dear students, after supposition you will get this value, and squaring the both sides as we have done in the previous case, you will get this. Again you have to simplify, again you have to square both sides, and you will get two values of y. One value is 0 and other value, again squaring both sides, you will get two values, and you will see that yes, after simplification there will be only one value, that is y is equal to 0. Now you have to put the value of y, that is x square minus 3x. X square minus 3x is equal to 0. Very interesting question. This is solved example in your book at page 14. So you can easily check this one, and after solving this as we have done previously, you will get two values of x. One value is 0 and the other value is 3. So this is all about radical equations. There are three types which we have to study here in this chapter. Radical equations of three types we have to study in this chapter. So we have discussed the three types here and we got the result. So in next lecture, in lecture 6, we will start the new chapter, that is chapter 2. Okay, thank you very much.